Northwestern is down one spot in the final Amway Coaches Poll of the regular season. They're at number 22 after losing to Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. It's nice to see that they didn't fall out completely at 8-5. I mean, they played pretty well against Ohio State. They tired at the end, and Ohio State racked up some touchdowns in the fourth quarter. I think they showed that they're easily a top 25 football team. They should go to a pretty good bowl destination, and that they're in the top 25 still is just a justification of the kind of year that they had. They were winless in non-conference play. They kind of steamrolled the West Division, the Big Ten, to reach the conference title game. It's been a really good year. So it's good that they're still in there in the top 25. Texas didn't really get the same love from voters. I mean, they were down 5 spots, number 14, after losing to Oklahoma. That game was even closer than Northwestern at Ohio State. I mean, it was 27-27 going into the fourth quarter. OU got a field goal, got a safety, got a touchdown. All of a sudden, it was a 12-point loss. I think Texas played a lot better than the number 14 team in the country, and I think they have all season. They probably should be like 10, 11, 12, but we're splitting hairs. They'll go like Northwestern to a really good bowl game. Overall, great progress for Tom Herman and the Longhorns in his second season. Georgia's down to number 6, 2 spots down after losing to Alabama. It's a heartbreaking loss. It's a really tough loss. You'll think about it forever. I mean, guys will sit on their deathbed and ask, why did Kirby Smart go for a fake punt at around midfield in the fourth quarter against Alabama? Whatever. It sucks. You're still number 6. It's been a good year. They didn't make the college football playoff. It's all meaningless. But they probably showed that they're a top 4 team, but you can't put them in the top 4 when you lose like that to Alabama. It's interesting to look at the coaches poll and see that there is at least one really noticeable difference between this and the college football playoff rankings, and that's with Ohio State and Georgia. You saw in the playoff rankings the same top 4, Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, and then you saw Georgia 5, Ohio State 6. Coaches poll a little bit different. You have the Buckeyes 5th, Georgia 6th. I think it just comes down to the fact that for coaches and for these voters, they looked at the record. I think coaches would have had a hard time saying 11-2 Georgia should be ranked ahead of 12-1 Ohio State, considering that Ohio State just won a conference championship. It's splitting hairs between the two teams. There's really not much of a difference, but you can at least justify and see the reasoning why Ohio State is 5th and the Bulldogs 1 spot behind.